What is up guys, and welcome to the very first F1 2017 career mode video on the channel. If you don't know what F1 2017 is, it is a racing game which is based off the F1 or Formula 1 season in real life. So we're going to be jumping into that today, and yeah. Assuming you click on the video, you probably know what F1 is, so I won't go into detail on that too much. But if you guys do support the series, I want to see more of this. Leave a like down below, subscribe if you are new, leave your opinions on things I should upgrade or any of that sort of thing, just to let me know. I will happily take your guys' recommendations and just look at things a little bit. So it's gonna be an interesting one, this. So this has been coming for like 2 weeks, but I just haven't got around to it yet. Reasoning being that I've been very busy as well. Last weekend there were no streams because of a swimming contest where I actually did a personal best on every single thing every single race I swam. So that was very positive. So as you can see, we are currently going into the character creation screen. This could take some time. I'm just gonna show you guys everything from start to finish. So yeah. But the team that we're gonna be going with is, I believe, Force India. This is like, the voice recording is like done like 2 weeks after the gameplay, so yeah, but we're going to be calling ourselves Minecraft Maker. That's basically, yeah, it's basically going to be the name, Minecraft Maker. So yeah, that's going to be a very interesting career mode indeed. I looked into it, and of course India it's a decent car, and we actually got a decent result in this race as well. So we're going to be jumping straight into the career right now. We're going to go to the team selection, and we are indeed going to be choosing Force India. Sahara Force India Formula 1 team with the Mercedes power unit. And we're going to be taking Esteban Ocon as our teammate. Right here, I'm just going to be showing you guys some of this, like the assists and things like that that I have. We're going to be going with a balanced set of tires. We're going to take it on short qualifying. I'm also going to be taking it on 25% races because it saves a lot of time, and I don't have that too much at the moment, so once I get more time we'll just bump it up to 50. These are the settings I have: simulation, damage, park for May, everything on. I have my braking assist off, I have anti-lock brakes, traction control is completely off as well. So it's going to be very interesting. 75% hard. If that is too easy, I'm going to be changing that in the future as well. So that is something to look forward to as well. So without too much ado, let's go into the cutscene if the thing can load up. And I'm gonna shut my mouth and we'll get started. That took longer than expected. Wow, that took way longer than I expected. That is a fail.
Yes, and I respect that. But my client has a championship to contest. So if you want our participation, I'm afraid the concessions are mandatory. Yes, that's fine. Get back to me when you can. Goodbye. No one ever just signs the contract. Anyway, thanks for coming by on such short notice. I just needed to cover a couple of quick things with you before you race. Firstly, as requested, is a copy of your contract. It's a rolling deal. However, the team reserves right of termination if you fail to meet performance standards. You're second driver for now, but work hard, hit your targets, and I'll be able to sweeten the deal. I'm also looking to get you into some invitational events throughout the season. The experience and exposure from these will be great for your image. Plus, you'll get to drive some nice historic cars. Now then, go get ready for the next session, and good luck.
Thank you very much indeed, Emma. So yeah, we're going to be going into our first practice session right now. I believe, yeah, we come to this screen where basically greeted with a contract. We're going to go to the laptop. And yeah, we're just gonna look around a little bit actually. So as you can see, there is, I believe that's Vijay Malala. No, Vijay Malala is that Indian guy. But yeah, here we are on the Australian Grand Prix.
For the Australian Grand Prix is about to start. Welcome then to all our viewers, and of course to Anthony Davidson as well. Now, Ant, I wanted to ask you, obviously there's a lot of hard work involved in these sessions, a lot of simulations as well. Is this something the drivers enjoy, or is it just a routine that becomes a chore?
There's nothing routine about driving a Formula 1 car, I can tell you that. 300 kilometers per hour down the straights, 4G through the corners. It's hard to ignore those forces acting on your body. It's lap after lap of hard, exhausting work. You always enjoy driving these cars. It's a real privilege. Although I must say, if you're having a day where you can't get the car to do what you want, and it's generally underperforming, then it's a lot harder to stay motivated. But never a chore, no. Even if you're having a tough start to the weekend, at this point you know that if you work hard at it, there's still an opportunity to...
As you can see, we are now on the direct acclimatization program, and we should be getting a purple right here really, fairly easily. Nothing too big really. We're top of the time. No, we're actually P2 right now, behind our teammate Esteban Ocon. So yeah, this was a pretty tidy lap from my feeling. But we're still 6 tenths off. As we go on to the tyre wear test, we get a purple right there as well. No big deal on that. So yeah, let's go listen to what Chris has to say real quick.
You got my message. Perfect. Welcome to home away from home. We get more real-time data from the factory now than ever before, and it all comes through here. So I have to spend more time checking over the reports and less time hunting you down in the hospitality suite. To that end... Sorry, just a sec. Yeah, Chris here, is this important? I'm in the middle of something. Okay. Right. Well, that makes no sense. Have Sarah reset the simulation and run it again. Okay. Sorry about that. As I was saying, we've set up a desk for you at the front here. You can get onto the network from your laptop, so make sure to check the R&D screen regularly. And let us know how you want to use the data that we've collected over the weekend and through the practice programs. Also, bear in mind that the news from the factory won't always be good. Sometimes tests fail, like you've seen just now. And when that happens, we have to divert additional resources to fix it. C'est la vie, I'm afraid.
So yeah, that's how life is apparently. We got, what is it, 2,600 resource points that we will be spending on the car. As you can see, we lack in aerodynamics. It's unbelievable, so... yeah, our first upgrade is going to be the aerodynamics. We're going to be doing one of those blue square thingies that just reduce the cost. But it's still, we're going to be doing that, and I think the powertrain is good for now. Chassis-wise, they'll come later. I believe the downforce is like the most important thing right now. And they should be coming up in Bahrain. Is that what it is? Yeah, it's Bahrain. So yeah, we'll also have some extra points, and I believe we're going to spend those on the durability of just the general wear, if I'm correct. But yeah, also note that this series is not going to be like a daily or bi-daily, it's just going to be like maybe once a week, maybe. So it's just because I have limited time and I have a lot of other things to do. So it's going to be like only maybe once a week, so don't expect this too often, but still expect it like sometimes. But yeah. We're gonna go into practice 2, and this is just a normal lap. I thought I'd just take you guys along. Oh no, this is qualifying actually. We got purple on all the other things as well. So this is qualifying. This is the lap we're gonna put in, the only lap. I felt like it was a pretty good lap in general. Got to apexes right, pretty much. Also, if you're wondering why I'm driving with the green line, it's because I just find it like it's kind of navigational, basically. So yeah, but I felt like I was hitting the apexes everywhere, and it was just basically just generally a very good lap. Didn't have like any major moments here. Now we're coming up against this. I don't know what turn this is, but this one is actually very tricky to get in the Force India, just because it's like with the exit, it's just very. The rear end is like very loose, kind of. But we're gonna go through the high-speed corner. You see that we are 1/10 of Sebastian Vettel, the initial pole setter right now. As we go further into the lap, you basically see me going through this corner for. It's possible in 5th gear. This one here is possible in 6th as well, but I just didn't have the downforce. So now we're gonna do the hairpin in the 3rd gear. Go into the final corner of the lap. Go onto the straight, open the arrows as soon as we can. Go up to the line, and it's gonna be a 1:25 point something.
Let's see if we can hold on to it.
Like, just imagine we had like 1/10, no 1,000 of Vettel. Of course, we just went further down the order. I don't know what it was in the video clip, but as you can see, it is heavy rain on race day, which means some very interesting things. I am 5th on the grid. Let me just tell you this: without traction control, driving in the wet is an absolute hell. I just couldn't get it to work properly. So as you can see here on the star, we actually just, like we have no grip whatsoever. Just plunge off. We're removed from the formation lap because of a collision with Raikkonen. It was more like an accident really, and we have both been disqualified, so apparently we can still start. So we're gonna go into lean mix, 5 red lights, and we're underway. It's a pretty poor get off the line. We have a lot of wheel spin. We managed to keep it on the track though, not hitting any other cars. We're down into P9 from P5, terrible start. We'll make up a lot of places in the first corner. Going round outside of Max Verstappen and Massa, carefully colliding with Massa, having massive moments on the throttle. It's absolutely mad. The first straight is going to be so terribly slow. Also here I'm going to think, I'm like very careful. I don't want to hit anything. I'm just barely touching the throttle right there. It's so hard. And when we're going on to the last corner of the lap, you see that I have a massive moment right there. I'm almost banging myself in the wall. So going on to lap 3, you can now see that it's still iffy, very very iffy indeed. But I'm still managing to get control of the car. As you can see, we're now making a gap to Verstappen, sort of. The gap to Bottas is already 7.1 seconds. And somewhere around here, I started to get like a feeling for the car, just to see generally where its turn-in points lies, and so on. This corner here is an absolute hell, not gonna lie. It's so easy to put it into the wall there. As you can see, massive moment on 3 sides. We managed to keep it on. Go into the what's it, third last corner, into the hairpin, into 2nd gear, of course. It's in the wet. Then this last corner screws me over so much opposite lock. Going onto the straight. And now here I really started just generally getting a feel for the car. As you can see, we're making a gap to Verstappen. I believe it's like a second or so. We're also 4/10 quicker in the first sector. How much is it going to be like here? It's going to be, we're 9/10 quicker in the second sector already. Gap to Verstappen is 1.3. We're going to go hopefully close into Valtteri Bottas, because I'm really getting the feel for the car right now. As you can see, still struggling with this corner quite a bit actually, on the power, but it's a lot less generally. So that's very good to see. So with 10 laps remaining in this Grand Prix, can we actually go on and catch Bottas? Because his gap is just monumental. No other way around it. Vettel goes for the 142.5. We were on course to go purple into the lap, and we do so with a 2-second improvement. So that is a nice positive thing. Going into lap 5, you can see just a lot less wheel spin, a lot less. I have a lot more grip basically going into this. Tire wear is kind of okay-ish, not too big. Going into this corner again, screws me over quite a bit. Having a little bit of a moment right there. Now this corner here is just absolutely insane. You have to lift off so much here in comparison, because this is flat out in the 2017 cars. It's just flat out. But we go 5/10 purple in the first sector once again. It's just, I'm really getting a feel for the car. It's insane. So yeah, closing in on lap 8, we are now very close to Bottas. We are, I believe, within a second. Yeah, we are. So can we nip down on the inside in the braking zone? No, we can't. But we might have to wait till the next straight. when we're close enough to go get the slipstream, go put it into Rich, and hopefully we can pass Bottas on the braking zone. So with the spray, it's absolutely intense. We put it down, we put it planted just right next to it, next to him. We give it enough room, just a little bit amount of room. We managed to get past Bottas. That is P4 for us. So Raikkonen is next. As you can see, I'm just pushing the limits of the car even further than what I was. Hopefully we can get Raikkonen into the next couple of laps. So also at this point, just 2 or 3 laps ago, Esteban Ocon got out of the Grand Prix. Engine failure. Devastating for the team. But we're up here in the P4. Can we overtake Kimi Raikkonen for 3rd place? No, we can't. That's very unfortunate. We might have to wait a little bit longer. Going into the left-hander. Going into the right kink, basically. Just a little bit later around the track, you can see that we're closing up on Raikkonen and Hamilton as well, I believe it is. We're having like throttle issues right there, kind of. Going into this corner. No, we always shove ourselves into his gearbox, get a massive moment on the throttle. Lose a lot of time to both Raikkonen and Bottas. But it doesn't really matter, because we're going to go into the high-speed chicane. I believe that's what you call it. It's not real high speed at this point though. Cutting the corner just a little bit, it's still allowed. Closing in on this, we have the slipstream, can we do it? Can we plant it right next to him? Yes we can. And that is us up into no, it's not P3, just that next corner. Come on, there we go, we're up into P3. We just passed Raikkonen. Up next is Hamilton. And look on the minimap. Sebastian Vettel is like 4 or 5 seconds up the road. It's absolutely monumental. I mean, we were like hooking up to Raikkonen. Now Hamilton is taking a gap on us as well. Going up into lap 11, you can see that we're right into Hamilton's gearbox. So close, literally. We're just gonna nip it down the inside, not here. Possibly on the next corner, maybe. We're just literally doing our best to push the car to the absolute limits, trying to overtake Hamilton, just to get up into P2. We just go, basically not. As you can see, Raikkonen is actually closing up on us as well, so we're losing a lot of time in this battle with Hamilton. Or battle, trying to close in on them. So yeah. But it's Sebastian Vettel that leads the race up until now. We have it in the Rich Mix, lap 11. I believe we're going to cut the corner once again, just a little bit. It's still within limits though. Yep, it is. So, no big issues there. As you can see, we're closing up on Hamilton like a madman. And we nip it down the inside of where we could Raikkonen, but we absolutely missed the apex. There was like no chance of me reaching that. So that was an absolute fail. So hopefully on the straight we can catch up to Hamilton, and hopefully without DRS, just at pure slipstream and Rich Mix, we can outbrake him or possibly even overtake him on the straight. As you can see, we missed the apex on the last corner completely, which means we're losing a lot of time to Hamilton. But on the straights we should be able to at least get closer to him, as we all have the same engine. So basically, planting it down there onto the second straight, we have a lot of drive out of that corner. Gonna take the slipstream. Can we do it in the braking zone? And we nip it past Hamilton for P2. Now it's lap 12. Will we be able to catch up to Sebastian Vettel, the leader of the race, within 3 laps? As we go on to lap 14, you can see that the gap has closed from like 4 seconds down to a second, maybe a second and a half. And we've drawn a gap to Hamilton. So we're gonna go into the right-hander. Sebastian Vettel is only a second further out of the road. On the penultimate lap, can we at least reach up to him? We gain quite substantially right there. Going into the right-hander, the high-speed right-hander. As you can see, we get a lot of drive. Hopefully we can outbrake him, or brake a little bit later. As later on brakes as you dare, and go into 4th gear to go onto the straight. And on lap 14, we're just going to do it on pure slipstream. We close up to Vettel. We try to plant it down on the inside, but that's just not possible. It's way too far ahead, and it's the last lap of the race. For P1, the lead of this race. We're closing in massively. Will we put it down in the brake zone where we overtook Hamilton, Bottas, and Raikkonen? We do so, and we gain the lead of the race. to where our teammate Esteban Ocon is down in P20 because of an engine failure. We're up here in P1 leading this race, and we don't need to make mistakes like that because we're gonna lose it straight away. We pound down into rich mix. We make the right hand, and this is the last lap of the race. We're still into P1. Vettel just couldn't touch us. We're gonna come home for an amazing P1 on the first race. What a race.
Great job, you've done everything we wanted today.
Now onto the podium. We go for the first time.
Out to the podium now. Force India have really come a long, long way in this sport. And what a special race this was, to see them earn that top spot.
Nothing as good as podium champagne, they say. So yeah, this is the first win for Force India as well, I believe. I mean, the highest grip position ever was like P2. So as you can see, we earned those resource points with a nice little hefty P1 in the bag. A rivalry with Esteban Ocon is going, what is it, 7-2, which means that we're going to win this. And yeah, we are basically getting a lot of reputation, career score, and also
Is this the one?
this.
Indeed it is. And this is Jonathan. He's going to let you drive some of his cars.
Well, not quite my cars, per se. It's a mere detail. You know, I'd really rather be down there racing them myself, to be honest. I'm actually quite handy behind the wheel, but it's the downforce, those lateral Gs, you know? The old neck can't really handle it. So I need a pro. And that's where you come in. We run in a bunch of events throughout the year. Time trials, races, all sorts. And I have it on good authority that you have the ability and temperament to do well in these. To make our business look good and, most importantly, bring the cars back in one piece. So consider this a formal invitation. I'll see you at the track.
So yeah, Jonathan, the nice guy, is going to let us drive in some of his old cars, apparently. So as you can see, here is the choice selection screen, and I like the V8. So here we are, in the Renault of Fernando Alonso, the 2006 championship winning car. This is a Pursuit, and I just gotta say, like, this race here was absolutely crazy. I had to put everything I had out of the just to even get close to them. Just listen to this sound. Oops, the downforce is not what I'm used to, but just, I mean, the sound is fantastic. Like, nothing beats this. They need to go back to this sound, or at least like the V10s or something, because this is absolutely fantastic. I could listen to this all day. So going into lap 2, we're closing in on Michalski, or whatever his name is. I believe it's not like the 1998 Williams or McLaren. I don't really know. But yeah, we're closing in very rapidly. Maybe in the next couple of corners we can just overtake him. As you can see, we nip it down the inside. We get a little bit of a collision right there. You can see on the warning. I didn't really feel it too majorly. And here we go up the inside of Sari and Kaufman as we just gently hit him. We go around the outside of Kaufman, hitting him twice actually. So now it is Atiye. And just look at this overtake. Look at this. We're just drifting through the corner. Just drifting and overtaking him on the line, basically. This is the overtake of the year. And with that bombshell, we're going to end the episode off. So if you guys did enjoy, leave a thumbs up. And subscribe if you're new to see more of this series. Next episode will probably be better because I'm like still learning the techniques. So until then, bye.